Hey folks, it's Russ. Today is Thursday, September 18th, 2025. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the hidden cost of starting over. But before I get into that, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I've been involved in the work from home space for 19 years now. Been working full-time for myself since 2018. And it's my true passion to help others generate mailbox money using social media and direct mail marketing. So with that being said, yesterday I did a video about shiny object syndrome and how that hurts. It prevents you from building a mailbox money empire, okay? It hurts you. And so I wanted to do a video and talk about the hidden cost of starting over, okay? Because most people, when they get involved in the work from home space, they're excited about new opportunities, all right? So they're constantly jumping from program to program to program like I did for the first 10 years that I was involved in this industry. All right, so they get really excited about a new opportunity. And what they don't realize is that constantly restarting, it slows you down more than it helps you, okay? It slows you down more than it helps you. You know, because you lose your momentum, right? When you first start out an opportunity, you get really excited. You have a little bit of momentum. If you make a sale off the bat, that really builds your momentum. It gives you motivation. It tells you that you can do this, and it proves to you that it works. But then when the new program comes out, it's like, oh wait, why should I be focusing on this if this opportunity has a better compensation plan, or you make a little bit more money per sale with this opportunity? But the truth of it is when you start doing that, when you're jumping from program to program, you're going to lose your momentum. And not only that, you're going to lose your credibility, okay? People, they're not going to join somebody who's jumping from program to program to program unless you have a huge following, all right? You have some leaders out there, they're called leaders. They have huge followings that whatever they do, their followers are going to jump into that program, all right? But if you're just starting out, you're going to lose all your credibility because people join people, and people don't want to join somebody and work with somebody in a business if they know the next week that person's going to be in a new opportunity, right? So it's what I did wrong when I first started out. For 10 years, I did it wrong. I would jump from program to program to program. I would make just enough commissions to keep me in the game, to keep me excited about everything. But I think I got more excitement from having a new opportunity and wanting to share it with everybody, as opposed to just joining an opportunity that I really liked, that resonated with me, and building it, right? If you look at people like Brian Carruthers, who's been with Legal Shield for 26 or 27 years now, he built a huge organization because he wasn't jumping from program to program to program, right? He stayed focused on his one opportunity. And I'm not saying you should just have one opportunity. I'm a firm believer in having many streams of income and not putting all your eggs in one basket. But if you're just starting out and your goal is to supplement or replace your income, you definitely want to focus on one opportunity until you're building that up to, $500 to $1,000 or more, whatever, works for you on a regular, consistent monthly basis, right? You don't want to just make a sale every 2 weeks. That's not going to help you quit your job, right? It might help you supplement your income, but it's not going to help you quit your job. And most people that I work for, they want to get done their 9-to-5 job because they've had enough of it. So the point of this is that, you want to just start small, find a business opportunity that resonates with you, something that you're passionate about, something that you are proud to share with other people, and take small, consistent steps every single day. Like I call them the income producing activities, right? You want to get 2 people to look at your business every day, minimum, and just stay focused on that. Just stay focused on sharing your opportunity with a minimum of 2 people every single day. And by doing that, you will see your actions compound over time, okay? It just happens. You have to go into this with the mindset with a long-term mindset, like I always talk about, right? Knowing that you're not going to get rich overnight. It's a real business that you're building. And real businesses take time to make profits. So that's the mindset you have to have. But at the same time, know that every time you do an income producing activity, those compound over time, and eventually you will get results. Right? And I can't guarantee you'll get any results or make any money if you join me in any of my opportunities, simply because it's based on your work ethic, and most people don't have a very good work ethic. So, you know, it's based on your actions. People that join me and take action, they get results. Most people join and they don't do anything and they get 0 results, okay? But you want to do something every day and stay consistent doing these income producing activities every day, and you will start getting results. It's just how it works. But I use the tree seed analogy, right? Like every time you mail out a postcard, or I'm headed to the post office here shortly to go send out some more letters. You want to be watering the same seeds every day and not constantly watering new seeds, right? Because if you water a batch of new seeds and then 2 weeks, you let 2 weeks go by and you're watering a brand new batch of seeds, the first seeds that you're watered, they're never going to grow. But if you're consistently watering the same seeds, over time, the tree's going to grow, right? The plants are going to grow. And it's the same thing with marketing. You find your opportunity, you plant your seeds, and the seeds, I mean income producing activities like mailing postcards, letters, flyers, creating posts, creating videos, you know, making content, handing out business cards, dropping drop cards. Those are all seeds. You're planting those seeds. And when you continuously do those, water those, eventually those seeds will grow. But if you're constantly moving, watering this batch of seeds and then forgetting about them, then going over here watering this batch of seeds and forgetting about them, then nothing's ever going to grow. So you have to stay consistent, and you're really hurting yourself. And I can talk to you because I've done this by jumping program to program to program for 10 years. 10 years I've done this. Sometimes I think back and I think, wow, if I would have just focused on the opportunity that I first got involved with 19 years ago, where would I be today? How would my life be different? Maybe it wouldn't be different. I don't know. But I'm just saying, 10 years is a long time to, I don't want to say waste, because I did learn lots of great things in those 10 years. I mean, I was constantly learning about marketing and, building up, just constantly learning about things, but I wasn't sticking with the same program. But boy, if I was, I can't imagine, where I'd be today. But that's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. You live and learn, right? But the point of it is that you want to, instead of starting over, you want to improve what you already have in motion. So if you're already with a program and an opportunity and a company that you like, just stick with it. You're not going to ever supplement or replace your income jumping from program to program to program. You're just not going to. So that's the real mindset behind building a mailbox money empire, is consistency over chaos, right? Stop starting over, find a program that you like, something that resonates with you, and just stick with it. Because there's new programs coming out every day, all the time. There's always new programs. And if you're stuck in that shiny object syndrome, you're just going to be on that same hamster wheel spinning, just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And you're never going to build, a life-changing mailbox money empire doing that, okay? Ever. You're just not going to. So the fastest way to freedom to me isn't starting over. It's sticking with what works and sticking with what you're already doing and just showing up every day, taking massive action, and staying consistent, okay? So I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. I appreciate each and every one of you. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And until then, stay well, be safe, and peace be with you. Thanks for watching.